Um, I'm sure there's probably a yes out there. You do got to have a sense of humor. Um, it always used to be amusing how Patty could giggle the way she does at some things that the dark does. That's hard for me to do. Okay. Anyway, a lot of things come to me that are very deeply personal on a spiritual level. Obviously, when it comes to the great living spirit of Mother Earth. Okay. Um, and certainly, I need to get back out in the woods and build a fire. Okay. And spend some time out there and stay out there. And I figure most of you um, have sat around a campfire and have seen the spirit that is actually in that fire. You have, right? Have you ever seen the spirit? Experienced the spirit that is in that fire? There's spirit in fire. Okay? There's a big spirit of fire in me. I call it a blast furnace. And that's a blast furnace that I run through a girl's heart, which is the one that's in me. So it didn't take me very long when I was a small child to realize what I was given to experience what I've always called a fun zone. Because I love everything that she gives us to experience through her with so much intense passion and love and empathy that you have for everything that's in nature and everything that's in civilization. When you're experiencing yourself in that way, with everything that you're aware of that is around there, that you're giving love to experience it that way, you're in a mode where you don't even have to think about it, and that's the beauty of it. And it's a measurement of coursework. As you're running such a high-speed Merkaba that you're not even aware of anything else other than what you're experiencing with so much love in your heart because your heart is wide open. Right? You're running full speed. So it's just, it goes back to what that girl said to me one time because it's true, because these are experiences and I share the experiences by how others can learn through how we experience who we are. When a girl said, what does it take for a girl to catch you? And what do you think my answer was? You got to be going as fast as I am. Because you're zipping through the cosmos at such a high rate of speed. And you want to know why that is? The underlying causality? Because one, you want to experience everything there is to experience because you acknowledge that those experiences go on forever. They're infinite. And the reason that you know that they're infinite is because you have creative imagination. So you're experiencing the power of your creative imagination, that you're experiencing what that is with that much light, with that much love, because you're going that fast through the cosmos to experience it that way. So you realize you're sort of naturally, without even having to think about it, experiencing a state of love and joy in a perpetual state. You're in a perpetual state of love and joy because your cells are just happy as fuck, okay? That there's a spirit in this equipment, okay, that loves to go fast through the cosmos with a lot of voltage. Right? So you know you're running good equipment. And that's one of the reasons why I did this video, is because it's everything that I have experienced that anybody ever gave me a blue ribbon for or a high mark, I give it right back to the girl. Okay? Because it wouldn't have been possible without her. Okay? And I know that. And I always acknowledge that with her through my heart every single day. I could cry buckets of tears, but I'm not going to do it on this phone. But I've done it for days on end because of what happened here. And that's why it's so difficult for me when there are millions of people that I become aware of that are just somehow incapable of realizing just how blessed they are for what she gives everybody that's here. So I've always had to put that in another bucket. Because when I was a child, I realized I'm not supposed to be experiencing this. Any of it. Because it doesn't represent what Sophia is. It doesn't represent what the girl on the planet is. So how is this possible? Right? So when I realize what it is that I'm aware of now, because things have been speeding up ever since I got prompted to, buy a cell phone and start communicating and get a Facebook account and connecting to the higher states of consciousness that are out there putting out truthful information like Patty Broussard, basically everything on Project Ascension, everything that Miles Johnson does. There's a lot of other people. There's a list. I used to keep a bibliography. It was just, 26 pages of resources that I had that you could go look at data. Okay, if you wanted to find out the health of the planet, the pH of the planet, here it is. Right? So, that's what a bioneer or an ecologist will do who's trying to stop those that are destroying the health of the planet. It's like being a one-man band. Okay? But you always know, because you're dealing with having to take down something. It's an infestation. Is what it is. When you realize the amount of corruption and the beings that were running every institution, the financial institution, the educational institution, every institution that consciousness plugs into and is giving energy that they represent, because they don't know the difference. Everybody talked about being stuck in a matrix. And what's crazy about it is that it's actually just lack of knowledge. And when demons do things where you don't know the difference between what the truth is and what a lie is, well, using their own statistical manual, what is the DSM, what is it now, 5 or 6? That's clinical insanity. Which means you don't know your identity.